Okay, we're going to be talking about public goods and common resources. So at the end, we should be able to distinguish among private, public, and common resource goods, explain further problem, and explain the tragedy of commons and review its possible solutions. So, what is the essential difference between a city police department and Bring Security, that's a private security firm, fish in the Pacific Ocean and fish in a fish farm, a live concert and a concert on television? These are all goods and services, and they can be classified according to whether they are excludable or non-excludable, rival or non-rival. So what are excludable goods? A good, service, or resource is excludable if it is possible to prevent a person from enjoying its benefits. A good, service, or resource is non-excludable if it is impossible to prevent someone from benefiting from it. So examples of excludable goods are the private security firms, fish in a fish farm, a live concert. Examples of non-excludable items are the services of city police department, fish in the Pacific Ocean, a concert on network television. So what are rival goods? A good is rival if its use by one person decreases the quantity available to someone else. And a good is non-rival if its use by one person does not decrease the quantity available to someone else. So examples are the services of Bring Security, again as a private firm, fish both in the ocean and in a farm, and a seat at a live concert. This is so because fish in an ocean, if I go to fish, it would limit the amount of fish you can get. Let's say there are a limited amount of, let's say there are 10 fish in a pool now. So the two of us can both go and fish, but my fishing reduces the amount of fish you can get. As far as you and I are both fishing in that pond, nobody can live with more than 10 fish. So you sit at a live concert. So the more people pay for seats, the less seats are available to you. So examples of non-rival items are protection provided by city police, the concert on network television. So a fourfold classification: private goods. A private good is a good or service that can be consumed by only one person at a time, and only by those people who have bought it. So if you've bought the right to own it. A private good is both rival and excludable. For instance, a can of Coke. Public good. A public good is a good or service that can be consumed simultaneously by everyone, and no one can be excluded from enjoying its benefits. It is both non-rival and non-excludable, e.g., a flood control levy. A common resource is a resource that can be used only once, but no one can be prevented from using what is available. It is both rival and non-excludable. For instance, fish in Pacific Ocean. So, a good or service that is non-rival but excludable is produced by a natural monopoly. A natural monopoly is a firm that produces at lower cost than two or more firms can. So, here we have classification. So in this box here we have private goods that are rival and non-rival. We have private goods and they are rivalrous in nature. We have natural monopoly goods, they are non-rival in nature. Public goods, non-excludable and non-rival. Common resource goods are non-excludable but they are rivalrous. So what's a free rider problem? Public goods create a free rider problem. A free rider is a person who enjoys the benefits of a good or service without paying for it. Because of this problem, the market will provide too small a quantity of a public good. To produce the efficient quantity, government action is required. So let's talk about underproduction. No one would have an incentive to buy his or her share of a satellite system, meaning free rider problem. So a private firm would not supply satellites. So efficient production. The political process determines the quantity of a public good provided. The quantity might be efficient or non-efficient. Obstacles to efficient public provision. Achieving Achieving an efficient political outcome is much harder than describing one. Three obstacles stand in its path: determining benefits and costs, bureaucrats' goals, and limited funds. So let's talk about the tragedy of commons. This is the absence of incentives to prevent the overuse and depletion of a commonly owned resource. Examples include Atlantic Ocean cod stock, South Pacific whales, and quality of Earth's atmosphere. A traditional example from which the term derives is common grazing land surrounding middle-aged villages. So this illustration illustrates the relationship between fish stock and sustainable catch. So point 1, here along this curve, the fish stock is constant and sustainable at this point. The maximum sustainable catch arises from balancing the birth of new fish and the availability of food to sustain the fish population. So underneath here is sustainable amounts of fish, and here anything outside or above this boundary is unsustainable. So at this point, at 300,000 tons of fish per year, here these are maximum points. So point 3 shows that if the catch is less than the sustainable catch, that's if it's less than this, the fish stock grows. So you can see that at this point here the growth is little or none, but if it's less than, there's more room for stock of growth. And if the catch exceeds the sustainable point, that's point B, the fish stock diminishes. So instead of it going this way, it goes back and starts to diminish and shrink. So using the commons efficiently. The efficiencies of a common resource requires marginal costs to equal marginal social benefit. To use a common resource efficiently, this is necessary to design an incentive mechanism that confronts other users of common resources with marginal external costs generated. The methods that might be used to achieve the efficient use of common resources are property rights, production quotas, and individual transferable quotas.